Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope everyone's had a fantastic day. Hello there in chat, Iron, Miss Mandy Lynn. Hope you have fun at the fair. Hello, Shadow Dragon. Glad to see you here.
Shadow.
In case you guys had not heard already, I finally released my newest review over on my second channel, and I'm happy to finally have that done. I've been working on it on and off throughout the year. Alongside, like, right after finishing that Metal Gear retrospective on the first game. And I'm happy that it's already getting a decent amount of views for a second channel that's not been around very long and doesn't upload very frequently. So yeah, I was late to my own premiere, so JKR is not the only one who was late when he was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late." I'm like, dude, I woke up at 3:30, which is when it started. And Iron wants to know how the rest of us are doing, since I've already said my piece.
I'm recovering still from last night when giant robot scorpion lost 600 HP in one turn.
Indeed.
Aside from that, doing okay. Just counting down the sessions until D&D Bania is finished, and yeah, I've just been doing my own thing.
And Furred's in his Pokeball, which I presume means that he went to go grab his pizza.
And I've been busy all day with family stuff and trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with a bank issue.
Imagine having a family.
Bruh, you have no idea what happened. Like, my bank account, like, I got back to school, you know that, Ari. I'm back in school again. They charged me twice.
Yeah, you told me about that.
It's still, I'm negative 100 right now because of them. I can't figure out how to fix the situation because I can't find any way to make money before next week.
Oh.
And I have bills.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are you guys? Are you guys good?
We already answered.
I know.
I'm existing. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, Nico, I felt so bad last night for you. I was hearing the damage rolls, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that 20
Look. It wasn't even the damage that made me upset. What made me upset is my boy had a level 8 earthquake spell go off. It didn't even do a thing, and I'm just like, wow. So there goes my chance to insta-kill at least 2 out of the 3 players.
So what you're saying is...
Hey, you missed, pal.
Yeah, because basically if, honestly, if Varen and, Jack, if Varen failed, Jack would have been fine. He could have easily just crawled out. Varen, if, she failed the climb check, the crack in the earth that was made for you to fall in would have crushed you. So yeah, that was I had fun last night, but at the same time I was just like, I just saw my giant robo bug got destroyed in just one round.
I was going to say, like, you keep coming up with all these scenarios targeted specifically at me, and I wasn't even the biggest threat in that last battle.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it wasn't even just Okay, I was gonna say it wasn't even just targeting you. Earthquake, what it does is it targets 6 players on the map, and due to that electric fence and anti-magic, you, Jack, and Riku were the only ones targeted. Riku would have been fine because all she had to do was fuck off and just jump off of Jack to get out of there. Jack could have just climbed out. You're the only one who might have had an issue because strength is a climb is a strength check.
So we're doing DmC Devil May Cry tonight to get back at you for well, actually, no, you didn't even do anything wrong tonight. It was meant to just torment Red, but he's not here, so you guys have to suffer in his place.
I already played it, so it's not like tormenting me, so.
I said I would stay I said I would go through with this, and I am a Belmont and Gardevoir of my word.
Iron wants to let you know about something that he picked up in his Pokemon Platinum playthrough.
Oh.
He got a Curlia on his team.
Ooh,
Nice.
lovely. May the great baby bless your run.
Speaking of Pokemon, I've been trying to catch every single one in the decks that's in Violet without actually playing the game, so to speak, like doing the actual story.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to be locked at the futuristic
Legendaries.
ones. So, and well, no, I had the legendaries in my home already from another game,
Oh.
so I can just bring them in. I'm done. That's the only difference I'm going to follow through with. But I've gotten like I think to 300 of 400 without even getting a badge. And I found like 4 shiny gold ducks of all things.
Lovely.
Yeah, don't know why, but they seem to like me a lot.
Yep. And yes, Iron. Pepper is enjoying the baseball bat you gave her. She has it now as one of her main arsenal weapons.
Here we begin Mission 4. Under
good.
watch.
Just in time for me to disappear and go carve my pizza. You guys have fun.
Cool, great, thanks. You're a good friend.
So when we left off, they were plotting to take down the soda factory.
So stay low. Mundus doesn't know I exist, so I'll remain hidden until we're ready to strike. Cat knows the virility factor, what lies beneath you. She will be your guide.
Oh, great way of advertising.
It'll kill you.
Eyeball camera.
Yeah, the camera turned into an eyeball camera, which is, he has eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
So, eyeball camera, basically futuristic peeping eye from Castlevania.
Yes, it's called a watcher.
Cool.
It's funny that they're like, how'd you get sent to Limbo? Oh, well,
The camera spotted you. They must have been looking out for you.
How did you get sent to Limbo? Easy, I went to Jamaica.
Now we got a new enemy type, Stygians, which are just more basic mooks.
The more fodder.
Yes, more fodder, but these guys are slightly stronger fodder than the previous fodder, which were marked as lesser Stygians.
Label them in scrub monkey classes.
Third class.
Gotcha.
Lesser Stygians are 69th class. These are third class.
And what are the
Gotcha.
420? What are the 420th classes?
The Bathos, which are your, little demon cherub enemies that just serve to take pot shots at you from, the air.
Okay.
And go down in, 2 hits.
Oof. Oh, Miles. So I was listening to some vicious mockeries on D&D. Someone made one made one for a bard that made me laugh.
Really?
Yeah, it was the bard says to the DM, "Yeah, well, the loot you dropped was so bad, I had to pay somebody just to take it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I went into debt just for selling this loot. Wait, so that means you would have to pay somebody to take my... I hate you."
By the way, Miles, how do you feel about the fact that one of the, basic things that you just, slaughter to, get red orbs from being little demon spiders that die in one hit and that you just mow down with your pistols?
I don't know how to feel.
Basically, the spiders are not a main enemy. They're just something for you to kill for more money.
I mean, we're getting rid of spiders, so that's a good thing. But
Yes.
at the same time, they're spiders. That's a bad thing.
They're four-legged, though, so they're not, like, proper arachnids.
Okay, they are acceptable to be destroyed and to not bother me.
And the way we take care of these demon cameras is we rip the eyes out of them.
But that's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, snake eye.
And then you punch them into the wall.
Yep.
Yep.
Roundhouse kicked them into the wall. Channeling our inner Chuck Norris.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Why are you like this?
Never got to meet him, and I tried to at one time with my dad, because my dad wanted to meet him. But, Electricon had him going, like, at, like, 2 o'clock, and my dad was like, I don't want to stay here till 2. And there was a line out the door, almost.
Someone doesn't want me here.
So,
The city itself is trying to stop you.
Great.
Virgil sent me the camera location.
the city's alive.
Yes, it literally is.
Follow me.
It warps and contorts itself specifically to keep Dante from progressing. By the way, Miles, have you checked out my newest video yet?
I just woke up, so I have not had a chance, but I heard a thing about Premiere.
Yeah, it was at 3:30.
Yeah, I just woke up. Sorry.
Just woke up now after being asleep from last night until now.
No, I was with my mom and dad at Chili's earlier.
Oh. I was going to say, I'm concerned for you if you're waking up that late. Says the
So you
person
just-
who has an abysmal sleep schedule.
So
And I
you
ate
just
too much.
so you just woke up, basically.
No, I went out to Chili's. I got food with my mom and dad.
Well, hold on. I might be able to help you wake up.
I'm awake.
All it takes is just a simple auditory test.
Oh no.
What the hell?
And here's a new enemy type that exists for you just to shoot. They're called demonic shards. They're just a wheel made out of just rubble. You just shoot them and they die. That's it. Like, you know, I'm trying to give this game credit for the things it does right. Because it's not like it's a horrible game. It's just, it's so uninventive with its enemy design, but really inventive with its level design.
Also, Nico.
Yes.
Buddy, pal. To be
What?
fair, last night, Riku did try to save one of your boys. She gave him a chance. She could have honestly revived and healed him.
You want to know the downside to him being an acolyte? His fate was already sealed the moment he joined up with Esmeth.
Meh.
Esmeth always claims what he wants, and his acolytes are fated to die. Either when he kills if the party dies or his plan succeeds.
Yep.
So
I mean, even
As kind
Esmeth
as
himself
that
said that Alice was an idiot for making a deal with death the first time.
I mean, in general, why would you make a deal with death itself?
Funny thing is, if you
ahead.
go back and listen to her wording,
I know, but
she
that
didn't
doesn't
make a deal with him. She made it with Dracula.
You know what? I am just going to wait until the final session of the campaign. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not playing this chess game.
Good, because we're not playing chess, we're playing checkers.
When did we start playing chess?
Wait, you guys are playing checkers? Shit, I've been playing 4D chess this whole time.
You shanked
Maybe
my
like-
Jenga ship!
Right. You said that.
Also, what was the bra for?
Wait, what, brah?
You said bra.
Yeah, wait, brah. We have been playing checkers? This whole time I've been playing 4D chess. No wonder I'm winning.
Look, real talk, I'm having fun with the D&D campaign. Also, I can't wait for the D&D campaign to end so I don't have to DM anymore for a while.
About
I could
that, I'm gonna
find-
need your help DMing the One Piece campaign because I don't know how to DM.
I can teach you how to DM. I am not going to code DM. I've been a DM for 10 years. I am not doing this shit.
You can't make me. Yeah.
No, I'm taking a break because here's the thing. I rarely get to be a fucking player.
Yep.
The last player I was a part of was when my other friend did a Castlevania D&D campaign because he chose to help me out by actually being a DM and making a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only time I ever got to fucking play.
$4 pizza.
Hey, pizza's still pizza.
Yeah, pizza's.
Did you know that technically, if you get a Supreme Pizza, it's the most healthiest thing you can eat because it has all the food groups in one go?
Yep.
I had.
Now we got a
fajitas
new
today.
type of enemy that... This is where we start getting into the color-coded enemies. If they're, like, a light blue color, that means they take extra damage from your angelic weapons. If they're a flaming red, then they take extra damage from your demon weapons. You would think it would be the opposite, you know, elemental matchups, but no, it's just remember the color and hit them with that color. It was worse in the original version. In the original, that is every version before the Definitive Edition that is only available on Xbox and PlayStation 4 and 5. They took no damage from anything except their elemental weakness, and would break your combo if you hit them with anything. And they like to place opponents of opposing elements in the same enemy group right next to each other.
I remember.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons the Definitive Edition really is the one you should play. Because that's just an asinine gameplay decision.
Did you guys see the U2s that were announced today?
No.
Or maybe it was yesterday, or Sly Cooper.
Okay.
All I know is that they're finally making a Sally Mae plushie through U2s, so you know that shit got ordered.
Of course it did. Or any of the...
Bro, Sally Mae is my wife.
I was gonna ask you, did any of those Has-Been Hotel Pops give you any attention? Because I know...
Nifty and Vox are a must.
Oh gosh, everyone's gonna steal our money at this point for it, because I have a whole bunch of Pokemon ones I gotta buy now.
You don't get to talk to me about pop figures, Miles.
I know.
Because of you, I have the entire Poppy Playtime line pre-ordered, so it's entirely your fault and not mine in any way.
Yeah.
I'm not involved in this most recent one, so I only said, hey, did you see these?
You guys agree with me on this one, right? It's entirely Miles' fault. He did
Yes.
this.
I'm not getting involved.
Oh, I agree.
I didn't say I wasn't the one that caused it. I've accepted that, but I'm not the one that bought them.
Yeah, but like this, I don't know where this is going.
I influenced you. I know.
I don't know where this is going anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't know anymore. I'm confused.
Somehow it's Frankenstein's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Shadow Dragon says, any of you seen the Devil May Cry anime, the 2007 one? No, but I intend on watching it before we get to Devil May Cry 5, because there are characters from the anime that make their game debut in Devil May Cry 5 that I want to better understand.
Nice.
Did I see it before? 2007?
It's not the Netflix one, Miles. It's the one that you could get through like Crunchyroll, Funimation, Tubi, you know, all the streaming services that aren't just Netflix.
I think I actually did watch this.
A lot of people's introduction to Devil May Cry outside of the games was the anime, because it was fairly popular for something that wasn't like a huge, like, smash hit.
Yeah, I forgot how I got into Devil May Cry like I did.
I mean, you were just trying out everything Capcom threw out in our college years.
Oh yeah, I saw like Devil May Cry and I was like, oh cool, you know,
Like, you got
Power
the HD
sword.
collection, you got the original version of this.
Yeah, that one was a mistake and a half.
Yeah, if you're gonna play DmC Devil May Cry, play the Definitive Edition, which I wish Capcom would put on PC. It's like how
Yeah.
the special edition of Devil May Cry 5 isn't on PC for some reason, and I'm like, why? Like, yeah, the only bonuses you really get in a special edition compared to the one that's already on PC is higher frame rates, ray tracing, and the legendary Dark Knight mode. But, like, why not put that on PC? You can just patch it in.
We get to be Batman.
Legendary Dark Knight Sparta, sadly, which basically means twice as many enemies per fight, and everything moves faster.
That's slightly less Batman.
Yeah. But thankfully fans have stepped in to do what Capcom wouldn't and patch that stuff in through mods.
Over here, Dante.
And I decided, as far as our Devil May Cry 5 playthrough, I'm going to do 2 playthroughs of it. One of the special edition on PlayStation 5 for, you know, the authentic experience
Over here.
of, like, the story presentation for the newcomers. And then a second playthrough would be Mod Madness, where I just get all shitposty with it.
Use later.
Because a lot of the shitposty mods hit harder when you,
Taught me the basics.
like, know what's coming, but you're like, okay, how did she fuck with it this time?
Said it would help me to focus on something constructive instead of
What?
focusing on the nightmares. Okay. There you go. Shit. Cops. I gotta go.
Thank you, Shadow Lady.
Her name's Kat. K-A-T.
Take out the camera.
Thank you, Shadow Cat.
Yeah, she is. She's basically a shadow cat. But not
she
the
does
cool,
face-
not the cool shadow cat though. She's very mid.
Fair enough.
Like, Shadow Cat in the comics is awesome. And in X-Men Evolution, from what I've seen of it, is awesome. Kat from DmC Devil May Cry, they hyped her up as, like, she's going to be a proper strong female protagonist. And she spends most of the game either obeying the orders of 2 men or being a damsel in distress.
I had the biggest crush on Shadow Cat in the X-Men Evolution.
I never got to see much of X-Men Evolution because I just didn't watch Kids WB. It was like, in that era, you were either watching Kids WB or Fox Kids for your, like, afternoon network TV entertainment, and I was all in on Fox Kids.
Ooh, the spooters.
Because it was like, do I want to watch, you know, Saturday morning cartoons or, like, afternoon cartoons on Kids WB where they have a bunch of stuff that I'm not all that into, or do I want to catch up on Digimon and Power Rangers?
Fair enough.
The Digimans.
Yes.
Come on there, little shits.
By the way, would you like to, Iron has been sharing, like, some really hard-hitting, like, insults, in chat. One of them being, you didn't live up to the potential Mr. Rogers saw in you, and Steve Irwin wouldn't call you a beautiful creature.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
You want to know a hard-hitting threat that my co-commentators have already seen, except for Miles, but, I heard it from one of Vinny Vinesauce's Mario and Luigi shitpost videos, and I'm sharing it with the people in chat who have not seen it. There will, dear little Johnny, there will be ghosts in your living room soon.
Yep.
Which is what Mario said when reading fan mail in response to the first letter from Little Johnny in Arkansas, which the question that Johnny sent in was, "What do your feet smell like?"
Yep.
I know that I love how the part that breaks you every time I play that video for the group is like after Luigi's answer to the question of what does it feel like to be the inferior Mario brother, and then he's like, "Yeah, it's not. You know, sometimes I wear his clothes, live out my fantasies. You know." Wait, what? Luigi, that's kind of fucking weird.
Yep.
Just like that Mario voice, just flatly saying, "Wait, what?"
Wait, what? Luigi, that's kind of fucking weird.
He gets cut off before he finishes saying "fucking weird." Like it immediately
fucking weird.
Yeah, and it cuts to the last question, which is, who did you vote for in the last election? Ronald Reagan, of course, because the throat goat made the scrote float.
God damn it.
I remember that.
Yep.
Car!
Out of all the things that are happening here, you're worried about the car?
Well, did you raise the dead?
No, the dead are trying to raise me.
Damn it, I had the perfect opportunity for a fucking joke.
Yep, and I intentionally ruined it for you.
Dante!
Get used to just growly demon voice saying, "Dante."
Dante.
Look, they have a hate boner for Dante. We all know it.
Great.
Yes, they do.
Miles.
For some reason, and I don't know why.
You don't know why
those
what?
flying guys, those flying guys remind me of that weird. I forgot its name. The guy from Star Wars, the first movie that had Anakin as a slave.
Watto.
Yeah, I don't know why they remind me of Watto.
They got kind of the Watto fluttering animation going on.
Yeah.
If anything,
just-
they remind me a little.
Go ahead.
I say, if anything, they remind me more of the Genosans from Attack of
Oh
the
yeah, the
Clones.
Genosans from Attack of the Clones. I can see that too with how like they're kind of bug-like, even though they're not bugs. They're porcelain dolls. Like I hate to tell you this for it, but a lot of the enemies in this game just have porcelain doll designs because that's the easiest thing to make look creepy and evil. Like I said, lazy design for a lot of the demons in this game.
Oh, damn. You know, something just came up, and I think I gotta go, and my cat's on fire, and the oven's on.
Well.
But, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. With Miles pointing out that the Bathos and Pathos enemies look kind of like Watto, that's just, hey, Redwing. All because Sparta said no to the rich kid. What the fuck is this dumbass game? Yes, all of this because Sparta said no to the rich kid. Because Sparta's not even like, you know, the valiant demon who sided with mankind and defeated Mundus and sealed him away. Nah, he's just the guy that said, nah, I don't want to enslave mankind. I've got a hot angel wife. And because of that, Mundus was like, I will eradicate you and your entire bloodline. How you doing, Red? And, Red, if you don't make it tonight, that's fine. If you, end up having to join late, that's fine as well.
You know, I was having a good day. It was a good day. It was great. It was fine. And then I just had to look at a porcelain doll's ass as it was trying to pound us into the ground. And
Yep.
There's nothing about that sentence I'm okay with.
Look, the only porcelain doll that I want to get pounded by is, I can't remember her name, but the current keyboardist for Lordi, one of my favorite Finnish metal bands.
I remember this part.
I mean, I could make a comment, but I think you all know exactly where it was going to go.
Probably.
Hella, that's her name, Hella.
E.
I just seem to drag on forever. Church.
Let's just say that mine's name starts with an L. Our last name starts with an L.
Release footage of the terrorist responsible for the recent attacks at St.
Yeah.
Andreas's church. He goes by the name of...
Isn't Hela Thor's sister? Different Hela.
Remember his face, people. If you see him, inform the police immediately, but do not approach him.
Honestly, depends on the canon you follow.
Violence and is a known sexual...
Sometimes she's Thor's sister, sometimes she's his niece.
Just doing
It's fucking weird.
It also depends on which interpretation of Norse mythology you're looking at. Because, like, there's not only different names for people in Norse mythology, depending on which interpretation or translation you're looking at, but also conflicting ideas of what the mythology actually consists of. Like, the names that I chose for my D&D character, Varen's parents, were taken from Norse mythology, Breg and Iduna. Iduna can be, depending on which translation you're looking at, it's either Idun, Iduna, or Idun with two N's. And Breg is argued whether he's even a god at all, or whether he was just a bard. Because he's like basically the god of bards. But they argue, is he really a god, or is he just a bard? And also, was he potentially a historical figure that was written into the mythology?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Riku's parents were literally just Henry Jekyll, and I put absolutely no fucking thought into her mother, to the point where I don't even remember what the fuck I named her mom.
I can't remember either, honestly.
I think it was like Lelaine or Lalani or some shit like that. Her mom plays absolutely no fucking role in her life at all. Other than that's where she got her half-elf heritage.
Okay. Angela is Thor's sister in the comics. The only time Hela is Thor's sister is in the MCU. And reading these in reverse order, just because that's how my eyes caught them. Hela is Loki's daughter. Okay. So the next level is the start of basically an extended ripoff of the Fry and the Slurm Factory episode of Futurama, but played 100% serious.
Oh, God.
Right down to the slug monster being the source of the energy drink.
Oh, not that.
Oh,
I forgot.
It's supposed they call it a succubus. It is not a fucking succubus. It's a slug monster. It's the Slurm Queen.
It's a slugubus at this point.
Visitors to the Virility Factory. Virility's secret ingredient is what makes Virility the #1 soft drink in the world. And best of all, it has been scientifically proven.
Anyway, who's thirsty?
By 21%.
I'm not thirsty for the succubus in this game. One of the few succubi I'm not thirsty for.
People actually fall for this crap.
I got a ginger ale. That's all I'm thirsty for is a ginger ale. So
I've got water, I've got coffee, and I've got Ghost.
Told me I was crazy for seeing the.
I've got a
got a
tin
rock.
shake downstairs.
They tried telling me I was a basket case too.
I got
I'm
a
getting
rock.
bonked for not being thirsty for someone.
They lied.
Surprising.
They just wanted to keep me weak, docile.
How did you figure it all out?
Is the plot twist she's a doll too?
Virgil
No.
pulled me out of the nightmare.
Okay,
No, she-
because her skin is...
You?
She's just goth.
When the people you're supposed to trust most turn out to
God, for it, not everyone porcelain looking is... God damn it.
Here's where we get into how edgy Dante's backstory is. He's like, I've been fighting demons ever since I was a kid. I've had to kill people.
So I chose my path, and
I chose to live a hedonistic life and fighting the law because fuck them. I questioned whether I was really human or not, so I cut open my chest to see if I have a heart.
I'm the only person that can ingest Taco Bell and not shit my pants.
That's a good one.
Especially topical right now. God damn it.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is where the magic ingredients are mixed together to give you the unique taste of virility.
So is this like a regular thing at soda factories where they just let you taste the product straight from the vats when you're on a tour?
Speaking as someone that works at a soda factory, no, it is not.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't.
The fuck is this game?
Also, the sign said like no entry permitted under fear of death.
In fact, we have signs that specifically ask you not to do that.
Yeah, I felt like that's something soda factories wouldn't do. They wouldn't give out the product for free, even if it was just a taste test.
Oh, I mean, we do taste tests, but it ain't straight from the fucking valve.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would also just not taste very good because it would be like all warm.
Triggered by extreme psychosomatic trauma.
Unless you like, you know, very warm soda.
Nightmares.
It's in the past now.
I'm just baffled by this point. Where's the Grunkalunkas? You mean the Chumbawambas? Chumbawamba. No, wait, that's the beer. That's the Peter and the Beer Factory episode.
Yeah, the Grunkalunkas are the ones from Futurama.
Okay.
What the hell are those horrible little men? Oh, those are the Grunkalungas.
I repeat, this feels very wrong, says Iron.
I was just a child when I was.
I just have not seen a lot of Futurama in a long time, and yet somehow 90% of it lives rent-free in my fucking head.
They just put out a trailer today for the next season.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the newer stuff,
I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes of the revival, like first episode or 2 of the newest season. The first revival season, it's very much the same kind of pit that the first revival of Futurama did, where it's like, okay, we missed out on a lot of pop culture stuff, so the first few episodes are going to be like, oh, this is what we do nowadays, but it's in the future. Like, the first episode of the revival is making fun of, like, binge-watching shows on streaming services.
Yep.
And the fact that they're now exclusive to a streaming service.
It's here.
Yep. I've seen that one, but like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, Futurama had a very beautiful ending back in the day. Twice, actually.
Yeah.
The first being when, Fry did the orchestra for Leela.
Yeah, the episode, The Devil's Hands Are Idle Playthings.
Which I used to have the entire goddamn opera of that thing memorized. That's how obsessed with Futurama I was.
Also an iconic episode for giving us one of the most iconic Futurama memes. Your music is bad and you should feel bad.
Feel bad.
We're here in limbo. What next?
Head back to the mixing room. I'll meet you there.
I don't want these heads anymore. They keep touching things. Yeah, they'll do that.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Also, the part where Bender keeps pointing out that things aren't ironic; they're just like mean or whatever. And part of the ending opera, he reads the dictionary definition for opera, for irony.
Irony.
Sorry.
Yep, that's where I got that from, actually.
That's it.
This is irony.
Opera-ny.
Oh, Lord. What took you so long?
The Futurama is what I owe for, like, a lot of my humor from back in the day, to be honest. I feel like that's semi how the whole they're easier to see where they're wet when they're wet joke originated from, but I can't fucking remember.
That was my idea, dude.
Was it?
Yeah, I was the one who came up with that line. Like, I came up with it as, like, a first draft line for just, like, you know, a filler for that moment, but it hit so hard with you that we decided to stay with it.
Oh, yeah.
But it was probably, like, it's definitely Futurama humor coded. Or, like, Matt Groening coded.
Yeah.
Like, something you would see in either, like, Futurama or The Simpsons. Not Disenchanted, because that hadn't come out yet, and I haven't seen it.
Yeah, okay. Disenchanted is a good series if you realize that it's him trying to be both serious and not at the same time. Like, it's a very, like, dark, humored series. Which is weird for Matt Groening. But you get Eric Andre as a fucking demon, and that's hilarious. Named Lucy, by the way.
Okay.
Crap, it's already almost August.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Disenchanted is also one of the few series he's done that has a definitive ending.
Okay.
And, like, it will not ever get a revival. He has distinctly stated that story is done.
Good. Not every show needs a revival. Sometimes it just can end the way that ended, and that's fine. If it gets an ending that the creator's satisfied with, it shouldn't necessarily need a revival.
He's given up on The Simpsons. He doesn't fucking write for it anymore.
He hasn't written for it in a long time. He's just basically there to collect a paycheck.
Yep. Which he makes a joke, or they make a joke about in one episode, actually. Isn't that Matt Groening, the creator of Futurama? You mean the guy that gave up on it halfway through? Which is actually incorrect. Futurama is his baby, and that's why he keeps bringing it back. He's
Didn't
never satisfied
Futurama...
with...
Iron says, didn't one episode of Futurama bring up the idea of everyone having a common ancestor or something? I don't know. I know there was an episode that was like a satire on the creationism versus evolution debate and kind of struck a middle ground of it, which is personally what I believe in. I don't know if that's the episode you're thinking of.
I was going to say, the only episode I could think of that ever touched on ancestry was Fry accidentally going back and becoming his own grandfather.
Yeah, there was that. Great episode. One of my favorite bits of that is that they bring the conspiracy theory reporter to photograph it, and like to photograph like all the UFO stuff, and like every time he takes a photo it comes out as a completely unrelated conspiracy theory photo. Like he takes a picture of the UFO and it comes out as the Loch Ness Monster.
Yep. At one point, he takes a picture of Zoidberg. He's not even in the fucking Bigfoot pose, but it comes out as the famous Bigfoot pose.
Yep.
Zoidberg.
The other one with that is that kind of sticks with me in a weird way is how topical it was about how the 50s treated women.
40s, actually.
40s, yeah. How they treated women, and they're like trying to find like a very specific part for their time machine, which just happens to be inside of a stove from from the 1940s. So they go to a stove store, and the guy tries to sell them a fucking stove with a foot tub built in because you're going to be standing in front of it for a very long time.
Yeah, they specifically need a microwave generator because it was a combination of the microwaving some metal, specifically Jiffy Pop.
Yep.
Which you're not supposed to microwave. You cook that on the stove. That's part of the joke.
Yep. And just like, you'll be cooking a lot of roast in this, baby. You don't cook enough roast, Leela.
Yeah.
So she like It flips the switch to set him on fire.
Like, sets his tie on fire, he just looks down at it.
Oh, my.
Never put metal in the microwave. Yeah, but Fry doesn't know that. He's not the brightest knife in the crayon box.
Yeah, really not.
That's where the whole thing of, I'm having one of those things. An idea with pictures.
A headache with pictures.
A headache, pictures. A headache with pictures.
You mean an idea? The opening with him putting the Jiffy Pop in the microwave also has something that lived rent-free in my head and made it into the first episode of Abridgment Frontier. What smells like blue?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember.
It's launched by Pancreas.
Yeah. We just, that one was in there just because pancreas is an inherently funny word to say.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, the joke is just that the word is funny sounding rather than it actually meaning anything.
Which is
like,
why Al made a whole song about pancreases.
Yep. It's why, like, one of the writers of Futurama, has a PhD in, like, astrophysics. Can't remember which one it is, but, like, he came up with the, math formula that's in the background of the, like, body switching episode, and then he actually made sure it's mathematically correct. But, like, he also wrote a dissertation on why the word underpants is inherently funnier than the word underwear.
God damn it.
And quantifying how much funnier it is.
Underpants, really?
Yeah, he calculated that the word underpants is 20% funnier than the word underwear.
I don't understand that.
Oh.
You ever see the movie They Live? Because the makers of this game did.
Apparently.
I love how they have poison written on everything, obesity, like all the negative attributes.
Yeah, that's the subliminal stuff that they're hiding out of the human view to make you consume the stuff more, even though it's poison for you and meant to keep the human populace docile, which is literally just a one-for-one the plot of They Live.
Yeah.
Yep. Except they don't have a Roddy Piper stand-in saying, "I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum."
I'm here to kick bubblegum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass.
As famously said by the first-person shooter protagonist Dick Kickham.
God damn it.
I did not make that up. I did not make that up. It's like this video of someone looking at an intentionally shitty MS Paint drawing of Duke Nukem, and he's like, he's reading what it says, which it says, "It's time to kick gum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass. Dick Kickham," and the guy's cracking up as he's reading it.
I thought you were about to quote Duke Nukem originally.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I know, but still.
Which that Duke Nukem quote is from They Live. A lot of Duke Nukem's famous quotes are just from action movies of the 80s and 90s. "Hail to the king, baby." His iconic catchphrase is just a line from Army of Darkness.
Yep.
That's why I say if they do make a Duke Nukem movie, or like Adi Shankar has announced he's making a Duke Nukem animated series, which, Christ, I'm afraid of that. Bruce Campbell should voice Duke Nukem if they're going to get someone other than John St. John.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Meow.
I've been playing that Digimon AFK game.
Yeah.
Because it's really free play. It's actually surprising. And I'm getting tired of seeing all the people with Agumons.
Oh,
You,
God.
you mean to tell me that most players have the most iconic mascot character for the franchise? Perish the thought.
Like,
How dare they?
I already finished Gatomon. Like, I already have
Magnamon. Magnadramon. Magnamon is the royal knight that is the golden evolution of Vmon.
Yeah. And then I'm working on Renamon because I wanted Sakuyamon. So I'm seeing all these freaking Agumons and Greymons out there. I'm just like, bro, have some uniqueness. Even I didn't go straight for Agumon.
Yeah, and Agumon's your boy.
Yeah, I know. I wanted uniqueness.
You wanted to be a special little snowflake and stand out.
No one had Gatomon in the beginning. It was mostly Agumon, Guiamon, and frickin' Beamon.
Okay.
I wanted to get Renamon in honor of Furret. So
You have me intrigued.
yeah, I got Renamon because I remembered Furret loved Renamon, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get Renamon now.
Well, I mean, a lot of people like Renamon. I don't know why people find Renamon inherently sexy compared to, like, Nazme people are, like, fetishizing or attracted to her evolutions that are sexy, like Sakuyamon. Then again, I'm not a furry, so there's just part of that I don't understand inherently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. Like, I just like Sakuyamon, and then Miko mode too was really good.
Well, allow me, as a furry, to explain the situation
Please.
to you in a way that will help. Sexy fox girl would pet.
But I'm like, I don't see what's particularly sexy about her. She's just a fox on two legs.
Look, I don't...
Crystal from Star Fox, I can understand, because she has some more, like, anthropomorphic traits. Like boobs.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's because it's more so Renamon's personality type matches the way she looks, so that way people are more attracted to how she's portrayed and how her personality is rather than actual raw sex appeal.
I mean, while we're on the...
I was just going to say, I can understand that, especially because, like, whenever you see people, like, talking about Renamon, it's always that specific Renamon that they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Not, like, Renamon in general.
Who didn't even have a gender, by the way.
Yep. It's non-binary queen.
Well, it's just how people are. You don't question what people are into.
But incidentally, like, I also had a crush on her trainer, Rika.
Well,
which is actually why Rika Sapphire is named thusly.
Okay.
I took her name from that version of Rika.
That's cool.
I find that, you know, her name being Rika is just interesting to me because that was a weird dubism where they changed her name for no apparent reason from one Japanese name to another. They did that a lot in the dub.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her name in the Japanese version is Ruki.
Yeah.
But like you grow up hearing Rika and you hear like, oh, her original name in the Japanese version was Ruki. It's like, she doesn't look like a Ruki. She looks like a Rika.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means
it's like,
beautiful village, by the way.
Okay. It's like how like they, for whatever reason, changed the last name of Tai's family in the English dub from one common Japanese last name to a different one. Like in the Japanese version, it's Yagami, and in the dub, it's Kamiya.
Like, I'm gonna look a couple things up. You guys can continue talking while I look this up.
Okay, it would be like the equivalent of like a Japanese dub of like you know, some bog standard American series changing the last name of a character from Smith to John, or like Johnson. Like, they're both very common, generic by the standards of the society last names. So like, why make the change? It's not even an issue of matching the mouth flaps, because both have the same amount of syllables, so they would match either way.
That's true, yeah. Makes you wonder.
And there are a lot of things that I wonder about the Saban dub of Digimon that, if you're going to ask anyone about it, it would probably be, I forgot his name, but the voice of Tentomon, who was also responsible for, localizing a lot of the stuff in the, Saban days of Digimon.
True.
Yeah. Like, he's the go-to guy that you ask for questions about, like, the dubbing process of Digimon back in the 90s and 2000s. Up until, like, the Disney buyout, where Disney did, like, 2 seasons of Digimon and then gave up on it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was one of those cases, it was a Power Rangers case, where they didn't want to dub it, they were just contractually obligated to.
Okay, so you want to get a kind of an idea of just how, like, I like to think I'm clever when I name my D&D characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, let's start with Rika Sapphire. Her name, translated, means Beautiful Blue Village. In her lore, she burned down her village because they hated the fact that she was blue.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Like, I try to come up with thematic names for my characters as well. I'd like to hear some more of, like, yours, especially for Riku Saphira.
Okay. Well, we all know the story behind Riku Saphira's name. I was, like, lazy when I created her originally, and literally just switched Rika Sapphire to Riku Saphira. But if you translate that, it means precious gemstone of the land. She is precious to Alice and how Alice feels.
And it ended up unintentionally playing into her being one of the most precious things in the world to Varen, which we didn't even know that was going to happen at that point.
Nope. We just kind of came up with that, like, what would happen if the two ended up bonding over treasure and the fact that, you know, Riku wants to turn her in.
Yeah. It just kind of naturally fit into that kind of relationship development from the outset.
Yep. Now let's get to Alice. Alice's full name is Alice Kana Jekyll, which translates to possessed noble lord. Or possessed generous, possessed noble generous ruler is also another translation of it. She is a shadow demon who is also technically the inherent princess of the Jekyll name.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's just kind of like a hint of how clever I get with my names.
With me and Varen Moonblood, I've been asked about where the name Varen comes from, and it comes from a 1950s or 60s, can't remember exactly which, Showa era kaiju film called Varen the Unbelievable. I came up with the name after rolling her stats and seeing, like, oh, she's gonna be a dumbass. And, like, I decided her personality based on the stat roll that I got. And the name was going to be, like, okay, Varen the Unbelievable was a failed attempt at making a kaiju franchise, to the point where he's only appeared in 2, technically 3 movies since his debut, most of it being stock footage.
That's right.
And his debut movie was one of the most poorly received of Toho's Showa-era kaiju movies. That wasn't Godzilla's Revenge. And I was like, okay, I like working in, like, references to stuff that I have, like, autistic hyperfixations on. So I'm gonna name my fail girl after this failed mascot.
And then she actually turned out to not really be that much of a fail girl.
Well, she's still kind of a fail girl, because, like, she has the occasional smart moment upon among large amounts of stupidity. Like the bit from last night where I had her say, like, according to my calculations, was meant to like garner some like confusion from her party members, because it's like, since when is Varen good at math? Let alone, like, deducing chemical concoctions for stuff that she's never seen before. That's not in her skill set.
They just all slowly turn to Riku. Oh, I've been teaching her on the side. Don't worry about it. No, Varen, that's volatile. Oh, right. That's bad. That would be funny if we could have done that, but oh well.
Yeah. I feel like we were trying to get to the boss fight as soon as we could, so we didn't fall into our usual pitfall of spending like hours, like 2 to 3 hours on just exploring and waking up.
I think the catalyst for us, getting to that boss fight last night was Riku finding the Saphira's blood.
Oh, definitely.
Well, also the fact that I've noticed with some of the longer boss fights, a lot of the players got very irritable, so I wanted to get to what we needed to get to as soon as possible.
I don't think it's necessarily us getting irritable. It's more so we're getting salty at bad rolls.
Yeah.
You're the ones getting salty at bad. I'm not even voice this.
Yes. You get to have fun when we have bad rolls, and we get to have fun when you have bad rolls.
You win.
Yeah, and you guys get to have fun seeing my bosses die in almost one fucking round.
To be fair, Nico, and in our defense...
And that's the end of that statement.
No. In our defense, like in all honesty, you told us before we hit that castle, study your characters, find out what they have, figure out their moves.
I know.
And honestly failed to sit down with us and be like, okay, what can your character do and how can I fuck around and find out?
Because here's the thing. One, I'm proud of you for you guys doing this, because here's the thing. I tell you guys this because I don't want to end up being like, all right, I end up just wiping the entire party, because every party I've been with in D&D, every time I either DM or played with somebody, they don't... Okay.
I'm listening. That was me saying,
Sorry, I'm just a little agitated tonight. Basically, what I'm saying is, every party I've been in, every game I have played, people get upset because they're like, you didn't tell us about this. You didn't tell us about this. Did you read your tool? Did you read your character, what your character can do? Did you actually use your actual skills that you picked to read the room? Because honestly, it got to the point in past D&D sessions and past D&D campaigns that I literally had to paint a big glowing arrow at, look, hit here. Oh, I'm going to go and attack this thing. Oh my fucking...
Yeah.
You were trying to avoid...
In other words, it's not so the fact I am, like, salty in a bad way. I'm proud of you all for learning your stuff. But at the same time, I still have a little bit of salt because, again, I'm a DM.
Hey!
I make these bosses... Okay.
Well, I'll just say, look at it this way. You get to take a break from that feeling last night sorry, not last night. You get to take... God damn it, I'm choking. Help.
Have you tried breathing?
Nah, that doesn't help. You get to take a break from that next week, as I get to watch my poor baby girl get the absolute shit beat out of her by her friends.
You're about to... Look, here's the thing. I understand this, but my salt mainly comes from the fact that, as a DM, I am still upset of seeing most of my bosses get picked off. The only one that legit even prolonged the fight long enough a little bit was the damn second boss of the castle. Mainly because she was messing with all of you.
I was going to interject with, you also have to factor in that, like, yeah, most of these bosses die in 1 to 2 turns, but we've also got a party of 6, plus the boss and any minions that they have. So these are long-ass turns.
Now what?
So it's not like they're going by quick.
How do I get down there?
Well, yeah, but also D&D combat is long in general. Usually a turn plays out in 6 seconds, but it takes almost 5 to 10 minutes to play out those 6.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make you feel better with, like, yeah, but you're also facing a large party.
I know, which
you're
is
facing a
what
large
I'm also.
Yeah.
I know,
And
but I'm also trying to manage the HP amounts of each of the bosses to make sure that we don't go on for a long time. Because again, like I said, and this is just my observation, people get irritable when the bosses don't go down. I have noticed this with a lot of the party members throughout the entire campaign, which is why I'm trying to level out the HP totals as best as I can. And last night was just a failure on my part because my dumbass didn't think you guys would figure to
Nico.
attack certain. Okay, what?
I understand you're frustrated, my dude. Do you want a little bit of, like, lenience on something?
No, it's fine. What's up?
You almost took out Riku last night. Had it not been the fact that, like, at the very last minute, while I'm sitting here panicking, saying, what the fuck can she do to get away from this? Because you were directly targeting her, right? I was legit panicked. I thought, oh fuck, Riku's about to get one-shotted because, as we stated, she's a squishy girl.
Yeah,
I did not realize she had uncanny dodge until I looked at what the cloak invisibility can do.
Fair enough. But like I said, I'm proud of all of you, and I legit am. I'm having a great time with the campaign. It's just, again, as a DM and Ari, and even potentially Furret next session, Ari, you are going to feel this as well when you do your Digimon campaign. You can be proud of your players, but you're still gonna find that hint of salt seeing your creation get decimated. That's just the nature of D&D itself. That's the nature of being a DM. I know this all too well. The only worst time I've ever had that happen to me was my 500 HP necromancy getting insta-killed by power word kill by a level 3 sorceress in a party of Pathfinder.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I didn't realize what power word kill was, and this was back when I was just learning how to DM. She's like, hey, so how much HP does your guy have? 500. Why? Power word kill. He gets no save. Fuck.
To be fair, that's why we all agreed no one will ever have Power Ranger kill in this campaign.
I made it a point as a DM. Like, I will do high damaging spells like Meteor Swarm, level 9 Meteor Swarm. Oh, most certainly. I will definitely use that on my party. But Power Word Kill, Plane Shift, Power Word Stun, I will not do because I feel that is way too cheap. Because then that just means, hey, you're going to sit there and you are going to let me beat the living hell out of your characters and you don't get a save or a say in the matter. That's not playing the game. That is super cheap.
Yeah.
So, like, I want my players to succeed, but I want to make them work for it, if that makes sense.
Counterspell and fireball.
Thanks, Lulu. Thanks for your wisdom.
Hey,
Word
Nico.
of if you say anything, what's up?
Do you have time after this to talk briefly?
I have time, sure.
Just want to ask questions, something about D&D, and I want to ask you specifically.
Okay.
Because Miles has never built a
I'm-
D&D character before.
Not
Oh,
only that, but I have a question in general about some of the things that can be done in D&D that I want to ask the expert.
not much of an expert, but sure, yeah.
Okay,
I
I'll
can
just
help you out.
fuck off then, I guess.
Right, that's what I mean. The person who's
But
DMing.
no, like I said, in terms of my DMing style, it's the fact that I don't play to try to win in a campaign. I want my players to succeed. The
Right.
thing is this, I just I'm just gonna finish my statement.
No,
okay.
finish.
No one cut you off.
No, like someone said right, and I assumed like someone
that's
was gonna
just
start
showing
talking.
that they're
That's
listening to
trigger. Sorry, that's just like. Sorry, I have like a lot of issues. But it's mainly so the fact though that I want to make them work for it. It's if the players die, then yeah, okay, then that means they've done what all they could, and that's just how it be. That's the nature of D&D. But if they've shown initiative and actually do so, like during the fight with the Revenant for Varen, that one time when Alice or whatever was about to like meet her end or whatever, like you were like near death's door, I gave you an inspiration to be able to resist that, because you literally were like upfront and personal with this creature against all odds and wanted to give you a chance to get back up.
Right.
It's more so along the lines of building up epic moments to where if they succeed, great. If they fail, well, then I'm sorry, you're making a new character.
You're a fair you want to be a fair DM, but you don't want it to be a cakewalk.
Yes.
And I appreciate that.
That's basically it.
In all honesty, Nico, you actually gave me another moment like that last night that I was happy with you for. And that was having Frankenstein basically out Riku from the party entirely.
Well,
because
that was
we knew.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We knew that it was going to come down to, it was going to be either Riku or Wheeljack that was going to take him out. I was even ready, you know, for Riku to fail. Like, Riku was going to fail her roles, and I was going to have Yuffie stand down and say, no, this is not my fight. Because her turn would have been next.
Well, also, the partial reason why I did that as well is because that fight was supposed to be a reference to the Frankenstein creature and Hunchback battle from Castlevania 1, so it was meant to split the party up evenly.
Right. I meant the whole where she was like, had her scythe at his throat.
Oh, okay,
and was ready to kill him, but I missed the roll. Like, I didn't hit his AC. I was fully ready for Riku to not get that kill. And you turned around and said, no, you know what? Take it. You could have easily have said, no, Riku missed. She doesn't get the kill. But, like, you made me feel really happy last night with that, Nico.
Well, to be fair, you worked really hard with that character, and I'm not going to rob a character their right of glory, especially with all the hell they've been through and through all diversity. So that's just my DMing style, I guess.
Yeah,
you're a great DM.
Buddy. You're doing great.
I appreciate it, but like I said before, as a DM, I will still feel salty about my bosses
Don't worry,
dying.
love. We still love you and best DM.
Yes, agreed.
Thanks.
And like we stated, next week I get to play DM again.
Yep, and you get to see how it feels to fight against 6 level 15s.
Anyway, it's time to meet the Slurm Queen. I refuse to call her a succubus.
Oh no.
Also, that line right there shows that this was written by Brits, because Americans would not say, smells of sick.
What were you about to say, Nico?
I was gonna say, so the Slurm slut.
She's not even, like, seductive or slutty. She's just a gross slug monster.
To be fair, though, and I'm gonna give you a counter argument on this. Someone out there is probably turned on by this, and there's probably Rule 34 of it.
Yeah, Rule 34 does state that there's porn of everything.
Quote one of the greatest YouTubers of all time who doesn't have a single real view on any of his videos. This is somebody's fetish.
Yeah.
Jabba's deformed cousin.
That was me. I am that person.
All right, time to meet the Slurm Queen.
Yep, Jabba's deformed daughter.
This is also the scene that became a meme just because of how edged the writing is. And, like, people pointed this as, like, oh, this is the game's writing quality. When the pre-release interviews were hyping up the story.
Yep.
I'm your prime
Ugh.
ugly sack of shit.
Looks like an ugly caterpillar.
I have become a beautiful butterfly. Oh God, no.
Language, lady.
Language.
My name?
Or is
I
it
would
even
say
a
that-
lady?
I would say the rest of that, but no.
Ugh.
I don't know what her voice direction was.
Dante the Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Nah. Hey, not even I could say this is someone's fetish.
It probably is.
Nico, if you knew what we were looking at. No.
From what the voice I can hear and from all the lovely sounds, I can imagine.
Gee, I wonder where her hit point spot is. Can you spot her hit spot?
Yeah, it's but like the you can't kill me. I'm 1,200 years old. You don't look a day over 12,000. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That became a meme.
Oh my gosh.
I can see it.
Because, like, there was a pre-release interview from one of the voice actresses where she was like, oh yeah, the writing is like Shakespeare level. And then people would play that line right next to this.
Oh my god.
Suck on this.
Like, props to her voice actress. She clearly understood the quality of work.
Look, we have a succubus soundboard on. You have something on your soundboard for a
I
succubus
looked
that
this up
can
and it's
probably
LC
match this
Lovelock.
one.
I quit.
Yeah, it's Elsie Lovelock.
Oh god.
If I look this up and it's LC
Oh,
Lovelock,
if you
I
look it
quit.
up. No, it's not. This was before Elsie Lovelock was a prominent voice actress.
Fair enough.
This was, it started development in 2010 and came out in 2013. But, there's, like, no prominent voice actors in this, with the only one that people know anything from being the voice of Virgil, being, RJ from Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
Yeah, good old RJ.
Continuing the weird running theme of Descendants of Sparta being voiced by Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
The actress's name is Race. I lost it. Race Davies. Might be Racy Davis. And nah, she hadn't really done anything of any significant note outside of, I wouldn't even say this.
Because that would imply this is a significant note. Like, one of the actresses in this, I think it's the one that voices Lilith, isn't even really much of a voice actress. She's a soap opera actress.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Yeah?
At San Diego Comic-Con, they just confirmed Ghost Rider is coming to the MCU.
Okay.
Oh.
He will
Okay.
debut in Doomsday, played by Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
That'll
Okay.
be interesting.
Damn, yo. That's some big news. It just says Ghost Rider coming to the MCU, Iron. That's all we know.
It
I'm
also,
sure he's going to be Johnny Blaze.
yeah.
Go ahead.
We're also we're going to be getting another demon weapon after this, and it's the most uninspired one.
Oh, Lord.
And it's one that, like, it has an official name, but I have a better name for it.
He's still not dead, jeez.
Yeah. She's like, if I'm going to die, I'm taking you with me. I get to hear this in stereo since I'm wearing headphones. This is beautiful.
Wonder what that's like. Wouldn't know.
I'm wearing headphones myself, so yeah.
I would hope we all are.
Miles,
Wearing headphones.
good boy. Did we even fight her? Was there at any point in this game where we actually had to put any button input? Because it looks like I just watched a fucking movie.
That was over real quick. Here's our new weapon. It's called, I think it's called Eric's. I call it Hulk Hands.
God damn it.
Because it just looks like Hulk Hands.
I meant to. I thought they were pulling a Nero and giving him a freaking demon arm.
Oh yeah, here's the scene where we get to see Mundus rail Lilith. In case you ever wanted to see Mundus's O face.
Oh boy.
If I have to see this, you guys do too, except for Nico. You just get to hear the wonderful noises.
The funny thing is, I have it the worst out of all of you because I have to actually envision it, and that's the problem.
We talk about her.
Fuck.
My succubus is dead.
Ugh.
Sparta.
The traitor, what of him?
How the fuck is it that the Diablo or Lilith is more fuckable than this bitch?
Good question.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of really bad social commentary in this game, so she's supposed to be like, you know, the plastic surgery to hell and back bimbo that you see as arm candy for the rich billionaire. That's the extent of that. Except when she gives herself facelifts by just tightening her skin.
So choices were made.
Choices were made. They weren't the right choices, but they were choices.
The weird thing is that the whole tightening thing reminds me of Billy and Mandy.
It's just straight up a thing from Homestar Runner where Strong Bad wanted to look younger, so they gave him a lace lift by just tightening the laces on the back of his mask.
Well, there was that slug woman in Billy and Mandy that had the little turn thing.
Yep.
In her hair. So
yeah, basically what we're saying is everything this game tries to do has been done somewhere else better.
My God.
Oh, good.
I do want to work with you later, Nico, on not making Alice a tough fight, but at least like
a challenging one.
Yeah, upping her ante.
I can probably work with you. I could probably work with you either tomorrow or this week. We could discuss ideas.
We have a JKR in chat saying having fun, guys.
Hey JKR.
I mean, we just killed a what they call a succubus. I call it the Slurm Queen, and we got to see Mundus railing Lilith and then see her tighten her droopy face.
We basically killed Jabba the Hutt's deformed daughter.
JKR, help, please, for the love of God, I beg you. Help. I'm being held hostage.
I'm just staying of my own free will because I'm putting Ari through the other Castlevania games, and also this is kind of a thank you for going through the Abridged Hog series. So I am toughening through this.
Yeah,
sorry we stole your Pokeball, that's why we're holding you hostage.
I mean, what's to stop? Actually, no, I was gonna say I don't think the Furret has any D&D powers. Therefore, they could have just destroyed the Pokeball and just be free.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you look like you care, JKR. I can't see you. So yes.
How'd you mean?
So now that we've taken out the soda factory, it's time to go after the media network, and that means we have to go after Bill O'Reilly.
What's your story?
Oh Lord.
Okay, that made me laugh a little bit.
The guy that we're fighting at the end of this section of the story is a stand-in for Bill O'Reilly.
Jeez.
They couldn't get the actual Bill O'Reilly?
No, they just got a guy that somehow looks less decrepit than him, despite being a literal skin-walking demon, named Bob Barbas.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna Let's take a quick moment to back off and
There was a demon.
get some tea, maybe some ice cream, and
Make a salad.
I might bake a salad. I'd have to run to Walmart to get the salad. Good call, Miles. Thank you. I got to run to Walmart, get some salad mix.
Found another
Oh
way.
God.
Aimlessly wandered limbo in spirit form.
Miles, I need to borrow your car.
Yeah.
Sorry, my car's at the shop right now.
Damn. All right. I guess I'll have to drive all the way up there to get your car from the shop so that I can borrow it to go to Walmart. So, Theo, hey, thanks for the next good call. Thank you, guys. That's it's gonna be a little bit before I get back.
If you need to go to Walmart, I'll go with you.
You're gonna stick with this to the end, right?
No. It's cool. I got this. I got this. You know, it's good. You know, keep Arikado
No, I
legal
insist.
company. No. I insist.
Miles, you're the one who said you've played this before, so it's not bad.
They need you here more than they need me.
No.
For whatever the fuck is happening anymore.
Just to give you an
I'll go with
extra
you.
thing for it, in a lot of these cutscenes, when in the original version, when we saw Virgil, in the non-definitive edition, he's wearing a fedora.
News, advertising, entertainment.
That's supposed to be Virgil.
That's Virgil.
They spy on the populace through their network of satellites, routers.
So I need to go. Walmart's actually out of salad mix. So I need to go to this very long drive, complicated grocery store that's like several miles away.
No, Furt, you should come up here and go to the local market with me down there, like
Seriously though,
30.
I need something to drink. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
In limbo, that's not a reflection. That's the real deal. It's a prison.
To be fair, this really isn't that bad. If anything, I've heard and played
Yeah, this isn't that
worse.
bad. It's just, it hurts
I mean,
if
it's
you're
bad, but it's
it
not
hurts
horrible.
more if you're already a fan of Devil May Cry.
Can't follow where you're headed.
Like, it's not like, okay, look, it's not that bad, but it's still pretty bad.
Like, here's the thing.
Dante.
And this is me finally saying here's the thing instead of you two. You two being you and JKR. But like I'm having us look at this not just so I can have fun getting your guys' reactions, but because I feel like it's an important footnote in the progression of the Devil May Cry series, because for a point, this was supposed to be the future of the series going forward.
See, here's the thing, and I'm doing it now. God dang it. I was gonna say, I'm looking at this as terms of like, again, like you say, like Devil May Cry's history rather than an actual game, because realistically, I am not invested in this one like I was with 4 and 3.
Yeah, I'm not expecting you to get invested in this game because it doesn't really serve much of a purpose anymore besides like roll up, look at the freak.
Basically, this is just this is basically a fever dream that I do not want to have.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
say
just
that.
this is just that weird fucky thing that happened from 2010 to 2013.
Yeah, we don't talk about 2010 to 2013.
It's the Bruno.
Yeah, it's the Bruno. We don't talk about it, and here we are talking about it.
Oh my fucking God.
But yeah, like, I'm not expecting anyone to get invested in the story because the story's kind of shit. And I'm not expecting people to get invested in, like, the changes that makes to established character archetypes and lore because it doesn't matter anymore because this was a one and done.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I'm not liking this Dante. It's like...
He's just not a likable character. He's such a shit. And not in, like, a cheeky way. He's just a jerk.
But when he said that one line about him being a demon slayer, it just felt forced. It doesn't feel natural to me.
Yeah. What's funny is there is a Latin American Spanish dub for this game. And Dante's voice actor in that version sounds so cocky and charismatic in the old Dante way, delivering essentially the same lines but in Spanish, that people prefer Spanish DmC Dante over the English one, just because he sounds better.
I mean, fair enough, but at the same time, it's just like this game is just basically like, hey, let's spread a message, take down the man, and just, I don't know, fuck off somewhere.
Yeah, like I'm fine with games having messages. It's like
I know.
It's just as long as they have something interesting or noteworthy to say in their message. And this is the most generic, like, we're trying to be deep in our commentary without actually saying anything shit that I've seen in a long time.
I mean, it's just, there are some good things about this game, but in my opinion, the cons outweigh the pros, so it's to the point where I am just here for the sake of being here to understand Devil May Cry's history, more so than just wanting to even get attached to the characters in this game. I'm sorry, it's just no.
Yeah, and the reason that I'm having us do this before Devil May Cry 5, which is often regarded as one of, if not the best in the series, is because I want to put into perspective how big of a deal Devil May Cry 5 was, because after this became the big focal point of the series for the better part of the 2010s, and then failed, there was a near decade-long gap where it looked like the series was just over before Devil May Cry 5 was announced. It looked like this might be the final game in the series.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, with a lot of the stuff in here could have made a good story and a good game. It just wasn't.
It could have made for a good story with some, like, additional tweaks. Maybe, like, if you're going to do social commentary with a game like this, make something that actually has something to say instead of just pointing at it and saying, see that's bad.
Yeah, it's...
But, like, most of all...
Go ahead, sorry.
Most of all, this is my biggest thing with this. I've come to appreciate some aspects of this game for what it is, but I feel like the biggest sin it commits is that it has to be a Devil May Cry game, and that comes with its own standards that this does not meet at all.
Yeah, to reference what I said about the whole, when we did Bayonetta, the whole sex appeal, overly sexualized thing in video games, like, if there's something like for the chew on, like the story or the gameplay, then I'm okay with it. With Devil May Cry right here, with DmC, like, the story could be good, it like, the same principle of play is here. The story and, like, everything, the atmosphere and all that can be good if there's something to chew on. But at this, but from my understanding, like, it's just, I don't even have much words for it. That's just how lost I am.
There's not much to say about it, because it's just very bog standard and generic.
Yeah, and it's just, the way they introduced Dante at the strip club and everything, didn't really paint Dante the way it was, like, in my feeling, like, the way he should have been. Like, when he was at his office in the other games and he got, like, impaled with his sword as the running gag, or, like, he just chilling having a pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
Like to me, that just shows, like, a majority of what Dante is. Dante is just, like, this down on his luck demon hunter that needs to do what he has to do. This guy is just like a party animal and then goes straight to angst in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it's like they can't decide whether he's like the tortured, edgy, angsty boy, or whether he's just a cocky little shit that needs his face punched in.
Exactly. Like, basically that's what I'm trying to get at, and if it doesn't make sense, I apologize, but that's basically what it is.
I get it now. I get what you're going for now. Yeah, like, they don't know what they want to do with this Dante. Like, it's supposed to be an origin story for how this guy becomes, like, from what we know of how this series would have progressed, is that in future installments, he would have been more like the classic Dante. This is just, like, his rough early phase. But at that point, like, why start with the rough early phase if he's just unlikable here?
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily have to have the protagonist be a perfectly good guy. I like plenty of protagonists that do morally objectionable things, as long as it's part of, as long as there's still something you can grasp onto for, like, why you want to root for them. Even if it's, like, a lesser of two evils situation. I don't want to root for this Dante.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, how the character gets built up, in a sense. And it just, with this Dante compared to, like, 3 and 4, like, Dante in this one, it just feels all over the place. At first, he's like, again, party animal, just being a cocky little shit. Then all of a sudden, he's very angsty. Then he goes back to something else, unrelated. Dante in 3 and 4, like, he has some form of, I guess you could say some form of guidance, but at the same time, he is a cocky little shit. But he's a cocky little shit in the fun way.
Yeah, he's a cocky little shit who can back it up.
Yeah, this one is just like, yeah, I'm just here. Also, I'm edgy. Also,
whatever you want, get the hell out of here.
Like, he just trying. This one's just trying way too hard.
Yeah.
This one has a big head compared to the other one.
Yeah, like, basically.
Like they overcorrected when trying to make this Dante more like Western idea of cool as opposed to the Japanese idea of cool. Because they took more punk inspiration as opposed to like tokusatsu inspiration. Mm-hmm. Or like anime inspiration, which is what they did with Dante and Devil May Cry mainline series. In this one, they were looking more like punk subculture. But like they took all the shithead aspects of punk.
I'm sorry, but the punk subculture doesn't work with Devil May Cry, in my opinion.
No, it does not.
No.
It not for what the series is supposed to be. Like, it's like he's a demon hunter, yes, but here's the thing. Like, the whole punk aspect, I mean, it could work in some sense, but just for Devil May Cry, no.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts.
Like, there's a reason that people make memes about, like, Dante from this game, Shadow the Hedgehog, and the main protagonist from Hatred being, like, part of the same friend group, because they're edgy for edginess' sake. And I, you know, as a Shadow stan, I'm like, that's slander, but it's justified slander.
See, here's the thing though with Shadow, the Shadow the Hedgehog game and like all that with Shadow. Shadow at least makes it entertaining.
Yeah,
in a sense, like he makes it entertaining. You could laugh, like you could laugh at the over the top edginess. Right here, you really can't.
Yeah, like this is a game that was a good like 5 to 10 years too late for that early 2000s edginess.
Yeah, if like this game came out like around that time, then maybe okay, like maybe there's something there. But with already how Devil May Cry has been cemented, this is basically just like, it's basically like saying like you made a brick wall, then you decided to use a different kind of like brick that makes it mismatched. It's just like, it's very weird.
Yeah. And it's a case of like this reboot didn't need to happen, because it's not like people were clamoring for a fresh start in Devil May Cry and thought that the series had gone to shit. It was solely because one game that Devil May Cry 4, they expected it to sell twice as many copies as it did just because it was releasing on 2 platforms instead of 1. And when it didn't, Capcom was like, oh, it must be that it appeals too much to the Japanese and not to the West.
Bold of them to assume the West is strictly punk-esque, but okay.
Yeah, it's like in the, like, I can't place all the blame on Ninja Theory, the actual developers of this game, because they wanted initially to make something more classically Devil May Cry. Capcom told them, no, do something different that appeals strictly to the West at the expense of the Japanese feel of the series. And I'm like, So, like, I don't like a lot of Ninja Theory's direction, especially the behind-the-scenes homophobia that I've talked about before. Well, they're claiming to be, like, progressive and supportive of, like, minority causes. But, like, Capcom were the ones that finally, you know, had final say over this and thought this is what it should be. And I'm like, you overcorrect this much just because a game still sold well but didn't sell gangbusters. Like, it didn't lose money for them. It's just, it didn't make all the money.
Yeah.
Is that a rat demon or a cat demon or what?
It's a rat demon. We found the rat man. He kicked. I'm trying to remember the lyrics to the song. I break your door in. I sneak in the basement. It is my home now, but you'll never find out. Cause I am sneaky. I am the rat man. I go up at night and eat your cheese. Ah!
Oh, they have new pop figures coming out for Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
They finally are releasing Frieza Saga.
Oh, nice.
So they have Gohan with the bowl cut. They have Goku and Vegeta. And
Goku
Frieza.
with the Mo Howard look.
Basically, yeah. So I find it interesting. Took them long enough with how many different freaking Dragon Balls there are, and
I should also point out, just talking about Ninja Theory as a studio, they're a studio that I can't help but feel kind of bad for. Because, like, they pride themselves on being well, up until they were bought by Microsoft, they prided themselves on being an indie studio that was able to deliver a AAA quality experience with an indie team, which is no small feat. It's just that no one gave a shit about anything they made until this.
Also, Furret bounced.
Okay.
just us then.
Have a good night, Furret. But
maybe he'll come back. He did say he need to go grab some stuff.
Fair enough, yes. But yeah, upside though, I am excited for tomorrow.
Yes, more Curse of Darkness.
Yep.
And,
which is why, like, from playing Devil May Cry, like, you understand why now I say the game is basically Castlevania meets Devil May Cry meets Digimon and multitude of other bullshit.
Oh yes, it's basically all the things I love the most, except for like Mega Man and Digimon. Not Digimon, Mega Man and Sonic all fused into one.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear.
I would love to see a Sonic in that style, like implementing the Chow in a way, but
we kinda got that with Sonic Chronicles, but even then, the Chow were basically just like buffs for your party, and you could also equip one to Cream to alter her specials.
Yeah, I played Chronicles, and Chronicles was interesting, especially with Amy's. Hey, I have a boyfriend. His name is Dexter. No, Dexter doesn't exist.
Fun fact, Chronicles is one of the only Nintendo DS games that still doesn't emulate properly.
That's not surprising, seeing as how demanding the game was, even playing on the DS console. It's because, like, oh god, like I think with the specials there's like with like Sonic or Knuckles or Tails or any of the characters, you had to do like a tapping sequence to get the combos attack off. So it's like doing what Mario RPG did with the timing attacks, only instead it was with a stylus and it was just clunky.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that, because like mouse control makes that easier to do. It's just literally it's unplayable because the graphics are broken.
Yeah.
And no one's been able to figure out how to fix it yet. Like, you try to play it and the graphics don't layer properly and it's impossible to progress. And, I mean, like, no one knows what the quirk of Sonic Chronicles in particular is that makes it do that.
Yeah. Like, Chronicles as an idea for an RPG is an interesting thing. But, honestly, with Chronicles, it's just like, okay.
It doesn't help that...
Like,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, it's just... I would love a Sonic RPG, like an official Sonic RPG. Don't get me wrong, I would love the hell out of it. But at the same time, it's like, it's just one of those things that needs to be a dream and not a reality.
Yeah.
Because, like, with Sonic the Hedgehog, how do you turn a game like Sonic into an actual role-playing game?
Yeah, it's not as easy as Mario, because Mario, as an RPG, is carried by its characters, not necessarily... it's carried by its characters and finding them in new situations you wouldn't get from the mainline series. With Sonic so firmly established with mostly just platformers in the occasional kart racing game, how do you turn that into an RPG while still making it feel like Sonic?
I will say this, with Mario RPG, and SMRPG is one of my all-time favorite Mario games, aside from Mario and Luigi and the Paper Mario series, mainly the first three. The timed attacks in that one just seem a lot more fun, because it's like, it gets you going to see if you can do better at playing the game. And it also doesn't, like, just tie to, like, oh, okay, equip bigger sword, get bigger damage. You actually actively have to do timing attacks in order to get better. And it just feels satisfying on a controller rather than a touchscreen.
Yeah, you do in just, like, one or maybe... like one button press or like one stick analog stick movement, like it's something easy to grasp that anyone can pick up and learn, but it's difficult to master. Sonic Chronicles basically turns into a Mario Party minigame.
Basically, and in Mario RPG, one mechanic I love is when Mario does super jump or ultra jump, because the damage is based on how many times you can time Mario's jumps with the Y button press. Meaning, if you're skilled enough to do it, you can clock 4 nines worth of damage on an enemy at level 3, at like level 6 when you get the spell. And I've done so with that one time on the Wii one. I'm never doing it again because I fucked my eyes up that way. Like, it's fun because you want to get better at the game, and once you understand how the game mechanics for that work, it gets fun. Paper Mario is another example. The way they make the timing attacks, like you have to hold back the joystick, or timing an A button press, like in certain ways in different forms. Like, it's just, I don't know why, just the Mario and Luigi series, I think it's more so it comes down to the storytelling and the control gimmicks that make it fun. Whereas Sonic Chronicles, like, the Chronicles had the story. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the fact you could do multiple routes and stuff by talking to each of the characters and getting extra dialogue. But I guess the combat for me was just like, with the special attacks, it just doesn't feel impactful, should I say.
Yeah, it's for me, I say this as someone that played a lot of Chronicles when it came out, but never finished it. Mostly down to, like, in Mario RPG, you've got your special moves.
Yeah.
But your basic attacks still serve a function, other than just being there for when you run out of flower points to use your special attacks. In Sonic Chronicles, your only damage dealers are your special attacks.
Yeah, see, here's the funny thing about that. Your physical attacks in the Mario RPG games can outclock your special attack damage.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have different ways to do it, but a lot of the characters, they just want to I guess Sega wanted to focus on everyone's unique abilities. That's what that make the Sonic characters themselves. like I love Tails' special attacks in that game. Like my boy has the most fun attacks in my opinion, but
yeah,
I don't like tapping on the stylus to actually do it. And back then with the DS, like the stylus thing was a little bit hit or miss because again it was just like something they were just starting with, so I will cut them slack on it. It wasn't until like the 3DS that or any of that the tapping on the stylus became a lot better. But for a game like Chronicles or like a tap-based RPG, just no, like it just doesn't feel rewarding.
We're about to get into a bit of the story that the Netflix anime would take inspiration from that has proven to be quite divisive, which is the idea of like morally neutral or morally good demons other than Sparta.
All right.
We come across this demon guy here being harassed by harpies. And we just have to fight off the harpies to help him. I keep forgetting there's a thing with the harpies where if you shoot them enough, their wings fall off, and then you can just wail on them.
That's funny.
Or, you know, since you're fighting on a very small platform, you can just shoot their wings off and they fall into the abyss.
Blind swordsman?
Yes, he's blind. Or at least he's missing one eye in that, like, he has a mechanical quarter of his head that has one of his mechanical eyes in it.
Are you a prisoner of Mundus too?
I see.
He still counts as legally blind.
Yeah.
Tower. Why?
Because I want to kill the demon that runs this show. Will you help me?
Kill it? Yes.
So I was wonder trading earlier today.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get all the Pokemon.
Let's hear it.
And I got a random shiny Incineroar that's legit from wonder trading.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of those fake mons that have been generated.
Yeah.
Coming through. And I'm like, I'm not gonna keep them because they're fake.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the ability patches off them to sell for money in the game early on, but I'm not doing it straight away. But no, I think like yesterday I ran into like out of the 50 times I wonder traded, about like probably like 40 of them were hacked mons.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it's become now. It's just a bunch of hacked mons going through.
All right, I'm probably going to wrap things up here just because, well, after I finish up my upgrades here, I'm going to wrap things up here just because I feel like we reached a good stopping point.
Fair enough, yeah.
And because I want to rest up because while my shoulder is feeling better today, I feel like I don't know what I did, but I want to try and keep that up. And also because I don't want to be up super late 2 nights in a row.
Last night did a number on a lot of us.
Yeah, and the night before, which is part of, like, the shoulder pain, and it was part of it, but also part of why I couldn't roleplay with Lulu. But, like, also, I was up until, like, 6 in the morning the previous night.
Fair enough, yeah.
I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back on track. And we've made some decent progress in this. We've gotten to, like, the next chapter of the game.
Okay.
True.
I'll upgrade Shoot. And we don't have enough money to get our next health cross. Oh well. Yeah, shorter stream, but still made some good progress. And had some fun discussions. Some meaningful discussions, too.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, and also, another reason I'm taking off early tonight is because I've been pulling so many all-nighters with getting that new video done, and I want to give myself a break.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's valid.
And also I want to give myself a break, but I also want to get started on the next video.
Fair enough, yeah.
Conflicting ideas. I'll have to weigh my options. Let's see who we're going to raid tonight. Let's see. We are going to raid. We are going to raid Cloud Sato, who is celebrating their affiliate anniversary by playing 007 First Light, the new 007 game.
Fun.
I've been meaning to check this out. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to my co-hosts for joining me tonight. Go give Cloud my warmest greetings. Our raid message is going to be rest in peace, Slurm Queen.
Yes, Slurm Queen.
R.I.P. Slurm Queen. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with more Castlevania Curse of Darkness, which I'm really looking forward to. Until then,
I'm happy.
Unpleasant dreams.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night, night.